Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Here's Shannon. Picked by Randall. Pass to Shannon. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Number 0, Dante DiVincenzo.
Now Ball. To the middle. Here's Miller. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
Ball with it. Now defended by Gobert. Okogie misses. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Outside Edwards. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
The Hornets on offense. Pass to Okogie. Back to Miller. To the inside. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Pass to Williams. Shot from 16. The shot, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Back to Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Pass to Gobert. .143 left to play in the first. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Miller picking him up. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now, here's McDaniel. No scoring in this one. Pass to DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota. Charlotte in the lead. Out to the wing. Bridges outside. For 3, Okogie. That one comes in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
Pass to Shannon. Now Gobert. Can they get it? And slam dunk by Gobert.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball with the bucket.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Here's Shannon. Miller grabs the miss. Ball from long range. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's Charlotte. They lead.
The Timberwolves, 13.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
A 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Ball's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Hornets. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Miller. Back to Alexander Walker. To the paint. Bridges with the steal. Ball with a wide open look. And it's the Hornets another 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
They've really been disruptive on the defense. Event, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Picked by Williams. It's stolen by Randall. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. At the elbow, Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Right side, Edwards. Picked by Reed. Over to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Pass to Okogie. Fires for three. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Hornets lead.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Edwards.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
There's the drive. Out to Bridges. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Just 5 on the clock. For three, Okogie. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
.133 left in the first half of basketball. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Garza. DiVincenzo with it. Connects from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 6.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Garza pulls it in.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Left side, Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to Reed. Here's McDaniels. His three-pointers off the mark. Charlotte leading by 8. Okogie for 3. Reed with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Bridges. Shoots the 3. No good. That one, no good. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Charlotte now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Nurkic. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. but they don't want to chance that again.
Anthony Edwards.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And it's Green missing. Timberwolves trailed by 6. McDaniels with the ball. Now Green defending. Picked by Reed. To the wing on the left. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Reeves got his first points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Timberwolves on offense. Haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Edwards for 3. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Pass to Man. Here's Nurkic. On the wing, Green. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Pass to Man. Out to Smith. Down low. Now Man. Back to Williams. And it's in there. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Edwards looking it over. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Green, no luck. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Inside. Here's Alexander Walker. Drills the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
2 minutes remaining.
D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Ingles. He has yet to score. Drives to the hoop. Nurkic with the steal. Green left side. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Man. Bangs home the trifecta. Man's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timberwolves trail by 3. Alexander Walker on the wing. .52 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Garza. Back to Alexander Walker. Offline with his three. Hornets leading by 3. Smith on the wing. From the arc. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Shannon. Nothing on the board. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. And Williams, here we go. And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
And Ball gets double teamed. Back to Green. Here's the triple. Out to Miller. From downtown. That shot misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Knocked away. Pass to Gobert. For 3, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Miller outside. Green taking his time here. Back to Miller. 5 on the clock. Pass to Green. There's Ball with the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Gobert, the screen. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
And the basket by Edwards.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. Williams has got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Picked by Reed. Shot clock at 6.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Edwards drops them both.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Minnesota in the lead. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Strong move inside by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And Ball slams it in.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Pass to Reed. Shoots over Bridges. Bridges with some nice defense. To the paint. Ball with it. Yes! And the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Pass to Reed. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Misses the three. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Here's it. Whoa! A little extra right there from Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
McDaniels with the ball. Now Green defending. Offensive rebound. Back to McDaniels. Green with the rebound. And here's Sharp. The lead is 2. Bridges outside. They kick it out to Green. Nails the triple.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Edwards. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Deflects the pass. Pass to Bridges. They kick it out to Green. Back to Bridges. 17-foot shot on the way. It's in!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Timberwolves call time here. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's McDaniels. Nails the tray.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. What a